what she said. She's magical, mystical, a powerful wonder girl.
Joining us now is our travel expert, Candace Derricks from lifeinpleasantville.com. And today we're talking about one of our favorite topics, which is Disney. Welcome,
Yes.
Candace.
Hi. So actually, I don't know if you know this about me, but I actually own an RV.
Huh?
So
40-foot RV, baby. We're not talking, a little one.
It's a big monster. It's got slides. And so we've been RVing for years. It's one of our favorite things to do. Since our kids were very young, we actually used to have cribs.
In the RV?
In the RV. That's how small they were. And sort of our go-to place for years was Disney's Fort Wilderness. And I'm always amazed when I talk to people, they have no idea that Disney has a campground. Mm-hmm. They think of all the accommodations at Disney and they don't know that there's a campground. And I've been to all of the Disney resorts and Fort Wilderness remains my favorite.
Didn't you spend like a ridiculous amount of time once
Like
at Disney?
6 weeks one year.
6 weeks camping Disney?
So, but no, because hear me out.
Okay.
So my husband doesn't work in the winter. He builds pools, so he's not working. So we went down.
That explains why she has such a fabulous pool. Now I understand.
So we went down for a couple of weeks, and then of course the weather was bad at home. So we said, well, let's just see if we can stay another week. And then we pushed another week, and then we pushed, and we ended up we were there 6 weeks. And this campground is like this big oasis. It's 750 acres that sits in the middle of the Disney park, Walt Disney World. And it is unlike the other resorts because it's got wide open spaces, lots of places for kids to run and play, but it's quiet too. So it's like when you come back from the parks, it's actually like,
Soothing.
yeah. This place is very calm. I really love it. So you can do tents or pop-up campers, and that starts at $55 a night. So for families who are planning road trips this summer and places they want to go camp, that's a great deal for $55 a night at Disney in the parks.
Plus, there's some entertainment nearby.
Absolutely. Well, and just the things that are included. The campground has a couple of pools. They have a campfire every night with Chip and Dale under the stars, and you watch movies under the stars around a campfire and roast marshmallows. It's one of the best things ever. My kids love that.
Do you have to book it a long time in advance?
Yeah, so I would recommend you book well in advance because it does book up fast because those who know it are very faithful to it and they will book a long time in advance. There's also cabins at Fort Wilderness. So if you don't have an RV or a tent or you just don't want to camp, there are cabins available that are within that property as well, which can be a lot of fun for families as well. And they get to take advantage of everything that's on the Fort Wilderness site. So some of the things that are there's a Tri-Circle D ranch. So there's horse riding and horse trails. There's pony rides for the little ones. Wagon rides goes through the campground every night. The Hoop-de-Doo Review, which is a lot of fun. It's like a throwback to the Wild West, and you have dinner and they call up members of the audience. I was once a can girl in the Hoop-de-Doo Review. I'll have you know, that's my fallback, can girl.
All these things we had no idea.
I have to find
Her can.
I have to find that picture and share it with you of me in my can dress for the, with the big fluffy things, and I'll share it. It's funny.
No, let's share it for the blog.
I will, for sure. I will. And then if you don't feel like cooking, which you might not, there's a lot of dining options there as well. And for us, we always just loved going there and getting like a bucket of chicken, honestly, or a pizza from Crockett's Tavern and going back to our RV at night and just relaxing. But you can dine in as well, so there's lots of options with that. So the one other thing that is a must-do at Fort Wilderness is Mickey's Backyard Barbecue, which is a character-themed dinner that you can do with your family. And you don't have to be staying at Fort Wilderness to participate in this. It's just held there. So you can be at any Disney resort and make your way over to Mickey's Backyard Barbecue. And it's a lot of fun. It's like a big old barbecue, essentially, with corn and hot dogs and hamburgers, and then all the characters come in. It's a big dance, and it's a lot of fun. And my favorite thing about Fort Wilderness is watching the fireworks over the Magic Kingdom from the shores of Bay Lake, because it's quiet and it's just over the lake, and it's so pretty, and it lights up at night. It's just magic. Well, Magic Kingdom. So, and then I know I'm so cheesy sometimes. And then the other thing they have an electrical parade that goes on the lake every night as well. So if you're lucky enough to be at Fort Wilderness, you get to see this electrical parade that goes.
What's an electrical parade?
It's a boat parade.
Oh.
And it's all lit up at night, and it just goes along every single night. It's
So
beautiful.
how far ahead would people have to book?
I would recommend at least a few months in advance. You can check all the time.
Yeah.
You can go on every day. There's cancellations. Things change. But definitely you want to give yourself a few months to book. And Disney does have a special on right now. And this applies, it actually doesn't apply to the campsites. It does apply to the cabins. But you can get a free dining plan when you buy a 5-night, 6-day Walt Disney package that includes your Walt Disney World Resort hotel and ticket, and a park hopper option.
So where can people go to learn more about all this?
Okay, so to find out the latest deals and offers for people, they can go to disneyworld.com. And if they want to know more about Fort Wilderness and camping and RVing at Disney, they can go to Life in Pleasantville, and there will be some information there.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, she said